Alrighty, what is up, everybody? We're back with another day of Spyro Gaming, as usual. Big letter G's in the comments for gaming. Aunt Jan, if you're watching this, I love you. And yeah, I'm on late today because you know, I'm a lazy bitch. That's basically the the short and skippy of it. But yeah, you know, hoping we can get some good runs today as usual. I feel all right. Like I said, I feel lazy, a little tired, kind of been in bed a lot. I drank like 3 margaritas yesterday at the Mexican place on top of a couple beers pre-game. So I think part of my laziness comes from that, from just like from being a bit hungover, probably not getting the best night of sleep. But you know, I got enough rest, and I'm definitely not hungover anymore. So here's hoping that things go smoothly today. Definitely not feeling as fresh or excited or world recordable as I was yesterday, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. It doesn't mean we can't come close, at least. So yeah, here's hoping for the best. And yeah, probably not gonna be the longest stream in the world, but we're gonna get a few runs down at least, and you know, that way I can at least say I did something with my day today. But welcome, Penjies, Pims, Dragon Bun, Thomas, and Polycounts, Zweeble. Good to see you. Let's do another level here. Let's go. Should I go Alpine? I fucked up Alpine the other day, so I might as well do it now. What's up, K of Chaos? Thank you for the good luck. Sleepy. Oh, let's get it. I don't know what we're getting, but we're getting it. Get into this warm-up. I'm starting to wake up a little bit here. After getting out of Clifftown, getting to a brighter level. God, I love the colors, like, on this TV. Like, shit looks nice. What's up, Sir Animone? What's up, Geo? Amen. Yeah, probably not going to be a super long warm-up today. Maybe I'll try a couple Nestor skips, but I'm not feeling that saucy. Here, let me go back up over there real quick. Over to this spot. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll just go right here, actually. Make a save state. Okay, now we reload the level like this, and then we go here. There we go. Yeah, I need to figure out how to get these boxes correctly. And to be honest with you, I should probably do it from over here to make more sense. Do it from back here. Because, like, I commit to, like, a double flame charge on, like, the box in this room here. And it's just sus. That, trying to get that blue. That blue is like a 50. Same thing with this blue. Like, it's just so easy to miss high-value gems here with the strats I do. So perhaps I should try playing it a bit safer. Let's see. What was that launching Spyro? I'm playing on a hacked version of the game, which has moon jump enabled. That's also why I'm respawning at this spot every time. What's up, Nick? Welcome, man. Thanks for watching the VODs. What's up, Sora? Annie Monet is at work, struggling to make it through the last couple of hours. This stream will keep you awake. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm literally using hacks right now. Don't worry, I don't... Whoop. Dude, oh, I hate that. That my stick gets stuck like that. Like, that actually can be run killing. I need a new controller at some point. Not good. But I like this one too much. I'm like too used to this control. I have Stockholm Syndrome with it. Let me check my alerts here. Thank you, Santo, for the Prime for 15 months. Hope you're doing well today, Santo. Yeah, I love you, man. What's up, Pep? Man. It's like I got this, but at the same time, it's like I don't got it. You know what I mean? Gotta come harder right like that. What day is it today? Is it Tuesday? We head back home to Virginia on Saturday, so I think my goal was to like get a video like somewhat recorded and somewhat done out here. I think I failed that goal. So whatever. I don't know. I feel like I've just been lazy lately with streaming and video, especially with video making. Yeah. Just been wanting to hang out with my girlfriend all day. Just lazy. Today especially I feel very lazy. I almost didn't stream, that's how lazy I was. Let's head to another level. I don't want to warm up too crazy hard here. I'll head over to Jock and do some rat and do a run. The usual. Her stank smell weird when she passed by. Who are you talking about? Thanks for the good lucks, guys. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to practice and warm up before runs. In Alpine Ridge, I was trying not to fuck up all those gems that I was fucking up. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good today. What's up, Skyflow? Thanks for the good luck. Welcome. What's up, Pobs? God damn. Can I please not fuck this level up? What's up, Kaylee? Been loving the content. Keep it up. Thank you. Thanks for popping in, Kaylee. Appreciate the kind words. Please get up there. I gotta glide it. I gotta do a frame glide. What's up, Zach? Am I alright? I'm doing alright. I must say I am doing quite alright. I am pretty tired today. I'll give you that. But I'm alright. I've been jumping too early on that lately. P. Hey, thank you for the tier 3. That was very sweet of you. And 6 months as well. Thank you for the continued support, the very generous support. And thanks for hanging out. I'm sure you know by now that we have a special tier 3 Discord channel on my Discord, so feel free to join that or DM me if you're having trouble getting in there. But yeah, enjoy the new badge. Legend. How long have I been in Missouri? Just about a month at this point. Thanks for the good luck, Chibi. If I had to put in a new level and replace it with a level on my any% route, Like you're saying hypothetically, if I had to just switch one level out for another and it's like equally as fast, which level would I pick? I don't know, maybe can I take out a level? Can I take out Jock? Is that allowed in this hypothetical? Or do I have to replace it with something? I guess replace Jock for Dark Passage or something. Or Lofty. Or Haunted Towers. Or anything. I literally did. I don't care. I hope that was an enthusiastic enough answer for you. What's up, Fonny Air? Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate the good luck. You're not gonna miss the next game night? Awesome, awesome. I mean, I missed the last game night, so it was on me. How dare I be depressed on game night? What's up, Bulldog? Fuck it, let's just throw Autumn Plains into the Spyro 1 any % route. Fuck it. What's up, Billath? Hyro, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I'm just practicing. I'm just warming up right now. I'm gonna start runs soon. Well, welcome, Toby. It's good to see you. Just running around here. What disorder are speedruns? I don't know. It feels like you gotta be have like some kind of mental disorder to do this hobby sometimes. You gotta be a little crazy. I don't know where I just went there. We'll find out. Returning home, I guess. What's up, Cheyenne? Oh my god, I hope your art goes well. Thank you for the good luck. Let me head over to Nasty's World, just do a couple of rats, and then we'll do some runs. Yo, time traveler. Have I ever taken antidepressants? I have never. No. I'm sure some of you guys think I may need them, but I don't think I do. Oh, almost nice. You're on antidepressants. Yeah, I think Sarah takes like some really light antidepressants as well. No judgments. I mean, hey, you need what you need to get by. I don't judge that. But yeah, I don't need any of that. If I don't absolutely need a prescription drug, I won't take it. I'm kind of like that. It's not that I have anything against like taking prescription drugs. It's just that like, I don't know. Oh, I tried jumping off of that. First time for you also in the stream. Welcome, Luca. Hope you're having a good day today. And thanks for the kind words. Long time no chat. Welcome, Annihilator. Catching the VODs. Still doing great. Thanks. I'm doing something. Whether it's great or not is yet to be seen. But thank you. You have a disorder for enjoying watching speedrun. Yeah, I know. It's like I have a disorder for doing these runs, and you guys got a disorder for watching them, I guess. No. I don't think we're using the word disorder correctly. Your antidepressants are sick because they double as weight loss. Yeah, alright. Thanks for the good luck, Getro. Yeah, I've seen many people with that disorder, Sora. You wouldn't be the first. Maggot, thank you for the bits. And Hyro, your last bit for the rats, thank you. about that. All right, let's do some runs. I'm ready. Any plans to return to 120%? Not soon. Not soon. Maybe eventually. Just not soon. Once I get the 36 in this category, I'll like reevaluate what I want to do next. I don't know if maybe I want to focus on Spyro 2 or maybe go back to 120% or maybe do something else. Or probably what's likely is going to happen is I'll probably like focus more like on video making and challenge runs and stuff like that. Maybe. Who knows? I really don't know. All I know is that right now, my mind is just centered on doing runs and just having like a chill lifestyle, you know, just, I know it sounds kind of lazy, but just do a few hours of runs a day and then just enjoy time with my family and, you know, my girlfriend besides that. You know, not putting too much pressure on. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get it. So yeah, I don't have any big aspirations right now to like put out a big video or to switch to another cat or, you know, do trifecta. There's like literally my only goal right now is to hopefully get the 36 in this category, and I'm just slowly working towards that right now. I have really nothing else planned beyond that. But I'm sure that'll change once, you know, in due time. I'm in my any percent era right now, so I really can't stretch my mind too far beyond that. So no, I don't have any plans to switch to 120% or anything else anytime soon, at least. But that might happen eventually. Would love to see some Spyro 2 or 3 runs. Yeah, I know you guys want to see it. I know. But you guys also want to see this too, so. If I played Spyro 2 and 3, I'd be getting people asking, hey, when are you going to go back to any percent? Go for that 36. So it's, you know, I can't play every game at once. So I just hope that you guys enjoy what I'm doing right now. That's all I can say. What's up, Zach? Thanks for the good luck. I guess we don't need those red gems. Don't need it. Alright, and so it begins. Yo, Hura Rama Masamana Mama. Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, I mean, I think such a thing would be possible, Ame. You can do a game shuffler on some emulators. You can like set it so it like switches to a different game every like 10 seconds. So like some people have tried to do like, you know, okay, I'm trying to beat like, I don't know, like all 3 Spyro games at once or something, you know. I don't know if anyone's done it for Spyro before. Probably they have. Where it just randomly shuffles every few seconds. So you'll just be in the middle of like a supercharge or something, and then it's like, all right, now you're in another game. It's like, what? So that's definitely an idea. I've never tried that myself before. I could even throw, maybe, well, no, I couldn't throw in like the, I was going to say throw in the PS2 Spyro games as well, but since it's on emulator, it'd probably only work on one platform. What's up, Composer? Thanks for the good luck. Bad touch. Yeah, basically blue eye. What's up, Gives Mosky? Thanks. And Sexy Jesus. Dude, 2 runs in a row. We're off to a fabulous start today. Can we get up there? It helps to push. I think my issue is I'm not pushing up into the corner enough or up against the ledge. Like instead of pressing forward, pressing like forward and right against the ledge would probably help a bit more. I'll do that next time. Starting right away. I mean, I went live pretty late today and I did about, 10, 15 minutes of warm up. So yeah.
Okay, rolling.
Oh!
No, we don't start with Sunny Flight in this category. You could. It's not like the worst routing decision, but it's just not as fast as the route I do here. We don't need those extra gems considering all the other ones we grab on the route. We do the other flight levels, just not a Sunny Flight. Sunny Flight is the longest out of all of them, so that one gets cut out. Is any percent my favorite? I like this category. I used to not be a fan of this category. I used to just be like 120%, till the day I die. But especially once Backrat, got more settled in, I think, and Laura sort of reworked the route to take out bike caves. I really like this route of any percent a lot more than back when I first started running it in 2021. I only started running this category because I had a really strong record in 120% already. So I was just kind of doing this category as a bit of a meme, really, to start, I mean, that's how it would be if I switched to Vortex. Like, it would just be a meme. It wouldn't even be anything serious. But it quickly turned into this thing where it's like, oh shit, I could be like the first person to do Rat Proxy in a run. But Rat Proxy back then was way harder than it is now. So it's just a much more fun category now than it was then. So yeah, I like this category. I still don't like it more than 120%. If I had to pick one to play for the rest of my life, it would definitely be 120%. But I like it almost, especially now that I'm like really like well practiced in this category now. I definitely feel a lot more comfortable playing this than 120%. If I were to hop over to 120%, I'd be doing a lot of any percent muscle memory. So it just feels more comfortable for me playing this category right now. So I do like it. Do I ever use audio cues from the music? No. The only time I use audio cues in this game are to hear whenever I flame a firework, because it's hard to see, especially when you're moving quickly. It's hard to see the sizzle like effect, but you can hear it sizzling, so you don't need to see it to know whether you've hit it or not. And then the other thing is to confirm gem collection. In some cases, you can use audio cues to confirm whether you've collected gems or not. But besides that, I don't use like the music for cues or anything like that. I'm not going to do Blindfolded run. Well, I mean, Blindfolded is like an interesting consideration. It's something that we've been kind of talking about a lot lately. It's something that right now I'm not going to... It's going to take a lot of time and effort and strat finding to actually complete even just like a Blindfolded Vortex run. But I think that's probably where it would start with this game. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone's really doing it right now. And like I said, there would need to be a lot of strat. I think it could be done. It just would take a lot of like labbing out strategy, normalized strategies, where you run against a wall and then, you do this for, and then you're using more like music cues and stuff like that. But right now, I mean, I can't just like YOLO a blindfolded run without a lot of preparation like that. So maybe one day. I'll leave it at that. Maybe one day, and hopefully someone else steps up to the plate before me to pave the way. Is there a way to hit both chests at Town Square First Dragon, or is it... You talking about both metal chests there? Yeah, I usually go for both of them. The thing is that I do a jump charge, and so the angle that you have with the camera, like coming out of the dragon there, it's not always going to be the same with that jump charge, because it's like slightly diagonal, like off axis, diagonal, whatever, so... I'll usually miss one of those chests, but luckily the one further to the left, which is the one you'll hit more often... Oop, I slipped off there. Give me a sec. Is a blue, and the other one's a green, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, usually I'm going for both chests. I just miss them. Miss one or the other. Mouth only run. Yeah, I mean, you could probably. I know like there are like some like disabled streamers that have like a mouth controller or like eye tracker controllers. There's that one girl that beat like an Elden Ring boss with like a fucking mind control. Like, you know, they hook up like nodes to their scalp and like you know do like head movements and shit to like control it using telepathy or some fucking shit. But yeah, I'm just not that deep in like the weird controller community to like really, you know, commission some. I mean, maybe I could commission someone to make something like that and try doing a challenge run with it. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Can I beat Spyro with my mind? Yeah, I've seen that. You know, people who use like the electronic drum set as controller binds. I feel like for me, I don't want to do that. There's already people that are doing that like way better than I ever would. So I'll leave it to the already established drum set gamers to do that. We got past Mama Proxy. Kill every enemy speedrun? I mean, that's what 120% is. Every enemy has to be killed in that category because they all have gems. 120% is technically a genocide run. And fodder don't count because they respawn, or because they respawn when you walk away. So they're not really like permanent flags in the way killing an enemy and taking their gem is. Yeah, these are my PB splits. Slow. Is this the run? I hope so. When I put it that way, it feels fucked up. I mean, yeah, like if you really want to use your brain, like, you know, like you could ask yourself some really deep questions like, is Nasty Nork really the bad guy in this game? Ooh, so deep. Can any percent be a pacifist run? You can probably beat this game pacifist, except for the fact that you have to flame Nasty Nork. If you can look past that, then there probably is a way to beat this game pacifist. Maybe, I don't know, I'd have to look into that. Cheats. I'm not sure if you can get enough gems without hurting any enemies, except for Nasty. How far behind do I need to be to consider restarting? It really just is up to me. I mean, the answer to that question varies based on how I feel, how many runs I've completed on a given day, if I just want to continue or not. So there's no objective answer to that. It's a very subjective answer. But I think what you're asking is like, how far behind do I have to fall before I can't get world record anymore? Which is a different thing than what you asked. You asked like, how far do I have to be to consider restarting? Which I can like choose to not restart a run that can't get world record. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're asking how far I have to be behind to not have a chance at world record anymore, it's going to be somewhere around 10 seconds behind these splits. That's pretty much when the run is dead at that point. Changes, thank you for the $50, man. He says, always proud of you. The growth is crazy these last. Thank you, man. Thank you, Changes. It's great to see some, see you still kicking in. chilling and, you know, being, as of course, as generous as you are. I love you, man. Thanks for supporting. You're my boy, Changes. You're my boy. Yeah, Spinning Spyro's in the chat for Changes Customs. You fucking legend. Yeah, that's what it is, Valerie. That I knew there was some detail I was forgetting. Yeah, technically you have to kill thieves in order to get through the homeworlds. So you'd have to make an exception for a pacifist run of this game without cheats. You have to make an exception for the egg thieves and for Nasty himself. But then it might be possible still if you make an exception for those two things. Maybe I should make a video about that. You can beat this game chargeless. You can, yeah, you can beat this game any percent chargeless. You can't beat it at 120% chargeless because you need supercharge in some areas to reach some areas. But yeah, you can beat this game any percent chargeless. I believe the record for that is like in the low 1 hours. Somewhere in that range. 1 hour, 10 minutes or something. Maybe less. Polar, thank you for the Prime. For 22 months, he says, good luck. Thank you for that, Polar. Love you, man. And thank you again, Changes, for that generous donation. We love Changes. We love Polar. Do I keep in touch with the Insomniac developer? I did it. Yeah, I mean, I could email him and he'd respond to me. He emailed me after that video and said like, hey, if I wanted to do another thing like that, he's down. So I just don't plan on doing that anytime soon. But eventually we'll probably do a follow-up to that. With the Spyro 3 skyboxes and finish up the last of the Spyro 2 skyboxes that I forgot. In due time. There's no rush. What's up, Nomadic? How's my day been? It's been alright. Been pretty lazy today. You know, I kind of got online pretty late here and was a bit hungover this morning, so I would say my general like energy level, especially compared to yesterday and the day before, is pretty low. But that doesn't mean I'm in a bad mood or anything. I'm just a bit more tired than usual. A bit more on that low, have a low aura right now, you know, as the kids would say. What's my favorite level in any percent? I like Magic Craft, just in general, in any percent and 120%. I feel like Magic Crafters is a pretty stimulating part of both runs. There's a lot of gem collection, a lot of cycle management, a lot of, you know, just being on top of your game. I think Magic Crafters, just as a whole, the entire homeworld, every level within it really sets apart really good runs from really bad runs. Sets apart the men from the boys. Laura, what about Laura? Is she here? Hi, Laura, if you're here. How do I deal with that and stay positive? You mean like being tired? Well, luckily, you know, this hobby doesn't, you know, take, you know, a lot of physical exertion or anything. Not like I'm trying to run. Oh my God. Can we get up there? What the fuck was that? Hello? Let's just bonk on nothing 3 times in a row. Sounds great. Why? Why was that so hard? What the fuck? Okay, well, there we go. That was tight. That was ridiculous. Row, row, row. True. True. Would the OG PS1 controller be decent to run with? Yeah. Yeah, you can use that. You can use D-pad in this game, and it's like just as good. 3, 2, 1, go. What level am I most confident with? I would say, despite fucking up there in Alpine, I would say I'm like pretty confident in most levels on this route. It's not really the levels that you get confident with, it's the route that you get confident with. Like, you do the same exact inputs like so many times through each level that you don't even have to think about it. You just do all of the correct things. Correct, quote unquote, things. So, rather than thinking of it like, oh, okay, this level I'm more confident in than this level, it's like, this route, like, I'm very confident in. I have not changed my routing at all. That's part of the reason why I think for someone in my position, it's hard to implement new strategies, because it requires like a real upheaval of muscle memory and established routing that you have like down in your hands. So I would just say in general, like, I'm very confident with this route. Like, whatever level it is, I'm very there's no level that I go into that I'm like, oh, I'm not so confident in this one as I am another one. No, it's not like that for me. Unless I've just changed a strat, which I haven't done lately. There's a genre of meme about sleepy streamers. Well, I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're referring to, like, streamers that, like, do, like, fucking, like, 4-day-long, you know, non-stop subathon streams and are just, like, dying in their chairs, like, falling asleep. Like, you guys know the Resident Sleeper emote on Twitch? Like, that's where that comes from. A dude doing, like, a Resident Evil anthology playthrough. He, like, fell asleep in his chair. So, if that's what you're referring to, yeah, that's a thing. But, I mean, I don't think I'm quite in that category. Does this game give me nostalgia? Yeah, sure. Definitely I did. This game makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. What about you? I love this game so much. Oh my god. It reminds me of my childhood. Wow. I think that, like, nostalgia is just something that you'll always have with you when it comes to, like, something you grew up with. Like, even though I played this game so many thousands of hours, like, it's not like I don't remember, like, how it made me feel as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, no amount of overdoing it is going to remove the nostalgia, you know? Like, I could get burnt out and have not have fun playing, but that's different than not having nostalgia. You either have like a core memory experience with something that makes you feel that way, or you don't. You know? Regardless of what you do in your adult years. The physical exertion. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I do get, like, physically speaking, I do get, like, pretty sweaty on good runs, like, literally, like, sweating and, like adrenaline and stuff like that. So there are definitely, you know, heart rate going up. There are certainly physical reactions to what I'm doing. But I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm, like, healthy or something. Like I'm an actual athlete, or like that's definitely a step removed from what I'm doing. Lock in. All right. Would I be more experienced in early levels considering I play them more than later levels? Yeah, I mean, the short answer to your question is yes. The long answer to your question is that, like, is don't underestimate how much time I've put into the later levels as well. I mean, you'll notice that I warm up usually with later levels. Partly for that reason, but also, like, I'm not just, like, only playing the early game here. Like, every day I at least do a single run at least, you know? So I'm always getting practice with the whole game. I think that point would make more sense if I was only resetting the early game and never finishing a run. Then it would turn into a situation where, like, oh, I'm not used to the late game. But, like, I have many thousands of hours, you know, completing runs all the way into the late game and practicing the late game as well. So even though I'm spending a little bit of extra time in the early game, or maybe even a lot more time in the early game by resetting, it doesn't mean that I'm rusty with the late game. Like, it's just one of those perspective things. Like, it's hard to really conceptualize how much time I've played, you know, this speedrun. So no, I don't think I'm like getting rusty with the late games because I reset the early games. And also, I also want to point this out. I reset less than your average speedrunner. Some days I reset more than others, you know. But I don't think it like handicaps me in that way. And if I ever did feel that way, then it'd be time to like stop and practice the late game or stop and do a no reset, you know. There's like a way to fix that problem, you know, and it's by just finishing the game more. But like I said, I don't think that's a problem for me, considering my experience with this game and approach. What does Sarah do for work? She does PR, so she like writes blogs and talks to clients for like an agency and does like little social media posts on their behalf and stuff. It's a cool job. She's gonna get a promotion hopefully this year. Make the big bucks. Is there a canon reason why Spyro was never turned into... Yeah, no, there's not. Do I dream about this game? No. Right, let's see if we can get Mama Proxy. Do you dream about your job? Right, let's see here. What the fuck? Whatever, it's fine. House husband Deo in the future? Who knows? Maybe. Most people do? Okay, sorry. Well, I guess I'm lame then. I have had dreams about this game before. I just don't often. My bad. My bad for upsetting, for insinuating that you guys don't dream about your job. My bad. I have nightmares about being naked on stream, but I don't think that's the same thing as having like a dream about this game. So yeah, if that's like probably a more common thing. I don't know, I'm not like, I need to focus. I respect and admire all of you guys for your dreams. Yeah, dude, dinner was awesome yesterday. We went to a Mexican place with a bunch of family, and they were having like discount margaritas, so I had like 3 big-ass schooners of frozen marg. Oh my god, I was turned, bro. I was a bit hungover today, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel good now. That hungover is past. Tamales are good. We had like a bunch of fajitas, Sarah and I. Shrimp and steak and chicken. Yummy. Thank you for the good luck, Sora. Good luck with the errands. Opinion on Greek food? Yeah, I think it's okay to have an opinion on Greek food. Good luck. Are you into any modern runs like Hades? I've never played Hades. I'm just kidding. I like Greek food. Oh my god, there's a Greek place by our house in Virginia. And dude, they have the most banging rice pudding, dude. That shit, ooh, that shit goes hard. It's one thing I should just depress me when I talk to people like we look down on you. Wait, who's saying that? People look down on me for playing Spyro as a job? Was that what I was implying earlier? I don't think that's what I was trying to say at all. I don't think anyone looks down on me for doing this as a job. I don't even look at streaming as a job. I look at this like a hobby turned career. A job is something that you have to do for money, you know, and in a way you're like sort of like, okay, you clock in, you do your hours, and then you're entitled to payment. I could sit here and stream all day, but I'm not entitled to you guys' money, so it's a step removed from a job, I would say. But it's, you know, in the sense that I do it every day, and it's like a career. A job is a close enough approximation. But yeah, I don't think that anybody looks down on me for that. And I don't look down on anyone else for watching me or whatever. I don't even know what that... So if I gave off that impression, my apologies. I want to reiterate that I appreciate and love all of you guys who are here watching right now. You guys are amazing. Yeah, it's a lifestyle, exactly. Watching the stream at 160p is like watching a PS1 True. A monotone day. Yeah, I'm just tired today. Like, I'm on my monotone speedrunner vibes. That's probably why I sound like I fucking hate everything. Homeboy in the chat's like, dude, why are you such an asshole day? I'm just tired, like monotone. I apologize. I'm sure you've been asked numerous times already. Do I plan on revisiting Spyro 2 and 3 in the future? Yeah, eventually. Eventually I will go back and improve my PBs in the 100% categories of those games. Obviously not soon, but at some point in the future I do plan on that. What is any percent? I'm the first speedrunner you've ever watched. Any percent means just beating the game as fast as possible. So in this case, just killing Nasty Nork without cheating, and that's the end. That's the whole run. The time starts on first movement, and time ends on the last flame on Nasty Nork. So we complete the game with any percent completion. That's like a common term used in speedrunning for just beat the game as fast as possible without cheating. By the way, Nonos, thanks for the raid. What's up, Vonnie? And Elucidart, good to see my Spyro 3 gamers here. Oh, congrats, Nonos. Glad to see you grinding that. Yo, Philip. Thank you for the congrats. Do I think I'll be the first one to go sub 30? I hope so. That's all I can say. It wasn't that I'm an ass, it's the monotone voice is concerned. Yeah, Grant, it's all good, man. You don't need to worry. I'm just glad we're on the same page. You know, that's all that matters. Like I said, I'm like a bit tired and hungover today, so don't expect me to be as bubbly as I normally am. But I appreciate you watching and caring. Just kick back and enjoy the stream, you know. It's all good. And again, my bad if I gave off the wrong impression. Wild party. You could say that. I was drinking margaritas with my family. So, yeah, basically as wild as parties get in my life. Ooh, I almost fell off there. That was close. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I'll take a look in a sec. Bex with the tier 1, thank you, and thanks for the good luck as well. I'll be a bubbly boy for Bex. That's me being bubbly. You gotta stand up on that charge. It's the only way it works. I heard about it. Aren't those still in beta, Jason? Or have they been implemented fully into like the main servers? Have I met any other Spyro speedrunners in real life? Yeah. Mostly at like speedrunning marathons, like Games Done Quick and European Speedrunning Assembly. The name Dayoman comes from a RuneScape username I made in 3rd grade because I used to write the word yo on the whiteboard all the time. Bryson, thank you for the tier 1, and thank you for 27 months as well as Bex. The 27-month gang, thank you. Legend, Bryson. No, my name isn't a reference to Sunny in Philadelphia or the Banana Boat song. It's not a reference to either of those things. But if you donate $10, I'll sing them. Oh. Kidding. I know, my monotone voice is it's hard to joke around. My jokes are whack. Yeah, that's the yay from the Seashell Shore guy with some reverb added. Very astute of you to pick that up. What's up, Spyro fan? Yep, the Gushers. Yeah, originally it was Duh Yo Man, but then, you know, pretty quickly I realized that people were calling me like Dayo for short, and so I just rolled with that. I actually like that more than any other interpretation. So. Works for me. Okay, missed a blue there, but should be fine. Amanda show. Still keeping up with a record pretty respectably here. Gun still has potential. And I think my gem count's good as well, so yeah. You feel gone. Entered another dimension, yeah. Tolerance breaks be like that. I have like such a nervous feeling that my left thumbstick is gonna get stuck randomly on this run, like while I'm on world record pace. It's been doing that periodically lately. I'm calling it now. If my run dies from the stick getting stuck, then this is my pre-cope for that. Scar Dilly Cuddy, thank you for the prime. That's a fun name to say. Appreciate you. Blue. Did get that. That's nice. What other games have I ran besides Spyro? I've done like very light speedrunning of Crash Team Racing and Katamari Damacy. You can see links to those runs on my speedrun.com profile. Playing a little conservatively here. No, I have not been playing 120% at all, or practicing it or anything like that. I take an approach of like one category at a time. You know, whatever category I want to play, I just focus on that. I don't try to keep up with multiple at once. That was kind of a real challenging thing about doing Trifecta, you know, last year, was I was just like, I felt like I was really spreading myself thin. It feels a lot better to just focus on one category at a time. Especially in the same game, you'll have like, if you try to do multiple categories at once in the same game, you'll start like fucking up like, you know, the muscle memory from one category in another, and just a layer of extra mindfulness that I don't have to deal with just focusing on one at a time. Some little blues here. We'll see if we still have a good gem count. I'm hopeful that we do. No, dude, I have to turn around for that. Sucks. Dude, man. A lot of, like, missed... If I'd have just had a cleaner homeworld there, I feel like this gem count would be a lot stronger. It's probably just going to be, like, okay now. In the 80s, maybe. 90? Okay. It's acceptable. It's just, like, you know, I'm not giving myself a lot of room for error in the upcoming levels here. So the run's not over yet, you know, still got a chance. Probably going to lose a second or two from that home world, but we're still in it. Ugh, +5. Yeah, I have a bit of a hill to climb here as far as saving time goes, but it's possible. We'll just have to see. The any percent route is somewhat less rigid than 120%. It's called 120% in this game, by the way, not 100%. And, but it's more rigid than you might think. It's like at this level that I'm playing at, like every gem counts, and it's pretty much the same exact route every time. I only make small adjustments to account for missed gems or over gemming. That's about it. But overall, it's like the same general route. So it is still kind of rigid in that way. You need gems to get past the Peacekeepers and the Dreamweaver's Balloonist. Oh, you good, pro noob. Still got sparks. Probably not saving time here, but whatever. At least I was able to conserve sparks a decent amount. Okay, still saving 2 seconds. This run still has hope. Oh, not good. It's okay. I have to slow it down here a bit. Gotta wait for this shit. Probably losing me a second or two. What's up, Gliv Glove and Cheerio? Welcome. Oh, congrats, British Cloudy. GG. Thanks for the good luck, Soul Plane. The number besides the splits refers to gem counts I'm supposed to have in each level. Nice. That was a good time save there at the end. And we have a good gem count for Metalhead as well. We have a chance here, everybody. Shrek 5 was just announced. Yeah, all right. That was so far off. That was terrible. Okay, world record's dead at this point. I'm losing 10 seconds for that. And I might also lose sparks here. Okay. Yeah. Nerves got me on that. Understandable. It's understandable. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to finish this run, but yeah, this cannot get world record anymore. Grab this. It was not because of RNG, it was because I did not hit the enemy into the corner correctly. So it was an execution error by me. I was supposed to those who are confused, I was supposed to go through the wall there, get squeezed between the enemy and the wall and go out of bounds. At the start of the level. Oh, barely got the 10. Lucky. Yeah, this run can still 37.0x. That was the biggest. Whoop! That was the biggest time save of the run, by the way. Yeah, world record's still dead even if I get rat first try. It depends. If I play like really perfectly here, maybe I can catch back up to world record. Who knows? I'm gonna go for the flop just to really send it. Wow, look at that. Maybe this run is blessed. I needed that flop if I wanted to catch up. Oh, no, hold on, hold. Hold the pace, pals. See what happens. This really does feel like the type of run that would get like a first try rat also. And maybe I'm killing the good karma though by saying that aloud. This run is like just fucked enough to easily first try rat, you know what I mean? Bringing it back. I need a really good jock though, so we'll see. Thank you, Tangy. Hello! That killed the world record right there. That's crazy. That's actually insane that killed record. Yeah, I would have saved time there. To be fair, even if I'd had not fucked that up, to be fair, I think it still would have like not been. Look, let's keep it real, everybody. When I fucked up Metalhead, like world record was dead at that point. Like I think that's a fair thing to say. Now, with that said, I really did as best as I could to bring it back there. I think I put it forth a valiant effort, but I think it was like kind of too little, too late. So let's not cry too hard here. Let's see if we can get a first try rat. Wow, that was the worst rat attempt ever. Wow, that was just excellent work by me. Fucking great. Oh my god, my stick got stuck there. Man, I want to fucking just jump off a building right now. I love speedrunning. There we go. Actually, not bad. Third try rat. This is still going to be like a 37.2x maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Should be sub 37.30, I think. So still a good run. Still a good run. I may be coping hard and holding back tears of frustration and self-loathing, but it was still a pretty good run. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Fuck this game. Oh my god, let me up there. Fat ass nasty. Flopper. I'm looking forward to reading messages like, "It's okay, Deo, you were close. It's okay, Deo, you'll get them next time." Looking forward to those messages. Those messages make me want to cry. GG's. Yeah, barely the sub 3730. Not bad. For a third try rat and a missed metalhead out of bounds, that's probably as good as you could ask for,
it took so long.
in all honesty.
I forgot about you.
What about Ganasty?
GG's, everybody.
Nasty noise.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. That was a pretty intense run, I must say.
So now
Just scrolling through the splits here real quick. Give you guys the plot synopsis.
Well, mostly.
We were ahead pretty much. Actually, we were basically behind by a second for most of the run. It started to actually slip away from me getting into Beastmakers after Wild Flight. It was like, ooh, this is going to be tough. But I actually had a pretty solid bog despite taking damage in Guanton. And I brought it back with a treetops that very luckily got both metal chests on the bump at the end. So that was actually a really miraculous, like, 2 levels there to bring it back. However, I needed Metalhead out of bounds to go my way, and it unfortunately did not on this run. I must have just overthought it. But yeah, I lost 10 seconds in Metalhead for not getting the out of bounds. But still kept my gem count, I think, up pretty respectably, and you know, saved the automatic 3 seconds in the home world from my world record, which was the most glaring flaw in that run. And on top of that, I got the flop in the Dreamweaver's homeworld, saving another second or 2. Jock almost saved another couple seconds, except he just decided to just ignore me at the end for whatever reason, even though I clearly like got close enough to him. You don't have to flame him there on that part where he got like stuck or whatever. You just have to run up to him and then he just continues. And I thought I ran plenty far forward, but I guess not. I thought I was being safe with that movement. I thought that was like, oh, okay, I'm running forward much more than I need to there. I need to like get a better visualization of his like area of influence for that cycle to continue. And then yeah, the rat after it was pretty much a perfect jock besides that, and then rat was technically not a perfect jock. I could have skipped another couple gems, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, I had a third or fourth try rat, and I got rat before game over, so that's pretty good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for the $5 for Hado. They say Deo man. Thank you. Yeah, I hope this run was entertaining for you guys. It definitely was a pretty cool one for me. Despite all of the mixed, feelings of disgust and self-loathing, I think this run was pretty cool. Rate that one from 1 to 10. That run was like an 8 or a 9. That was like that run made me feel something. It made me feel alive. It made me feel happy. I felt like I was interacting with my chat a lot. You guys, in typical good run fashion, you guys were asking a lot of random ass questions. So I think I was doing a pretty good job staying interactive and relaxed, not taking it too seriously. And the actual run itself was good. Had a lot of highs and lows. It was a good run. You're waiting for the day where I'm about to get world record. Push up the glasses. Push off the glasses, and I say this rate was awful because I could have saved time moving, and it ruined my chance of a super. Yeah. I'm making you want to start running. You should run this game, Polly. I would be very supportive of that. Thanks again for Hado. Unless I missed anything. No. Yeah, I mean, if you guys enjoy it, I know probably a lot of people are already leaving right now, but, if any of you guys are still sticking around and you haven't dropped like a Prime sub or anything, if you have Amazon Prime, I'd really appreciate any and all Twitch subs or YouTube memberships. Those things go a long way. If you enjoy, runs like that. Literally, you guys are the only thing that keeps me doing these over and over every day. So feel free to support if you want. No pressure. It was a 35-33 Dreamweavers. Yeah, that's pretty good. You've seen Ash do gem manipulation for Metalhead? No, what's that? Gem manipulation? I don't know what that is. Feel free to explain it to me if I'm like missing something. All you know is Half-Life runs? I mean, Half-Life runs are pretty hard. So this will be a walk in the park compared to that. Polly, thank you for the YouTube membership. Appreciate it. I guess I should do another run, right? Like, it's almost 5. I mean, I got on pretty late today, to be fair. But I feel like I should probably try one more, right? The yellow gem that's just above Metalhead first stage on the bottom. Yeah, there's a way to intentionally manipulate that without slowing down intentionally. Because I was under the impression that that gem drops when the enemy is... Because that gem comes from an enemy that Metalhead throws at you that's like sitting up there. So I was under the impression that the only way to make that gem drop below is to intentionally play slow. Now, I might not be understanding the whole picture here. Maybe there's a manip that justifies, like, you know, whatever movement, you know, to make the gem land on the floor every time. I don't know. But as far as I know, there's no, like, intentional manip for that. But maybe there is, and I just don't realize. What's up, Laura? Dude, Laura, this run fucking missed the Metalhead out of bounds. You see the fucking 9 seconds lost in Metalhead? Pretty crazy. Oh, and it got the flop in Dreamweaver, so it's like, I need this flop. So thank you for finding that. Yeah, Laura, what's with that? Is like manipulating the grounded yellow gem at the end of the first Metalhead phase, manipulating that yellow to be on the ground. Is that a thing that I'm not aware of? Like that people are doing like a manip for that now? That's like better and somewhat consistent. Skipping the 17 makes it more likely. Oh, well, alright. Alright, let's do another run. Well, I guess I already skipped the 17, so... The Chris strat, as it were. So I guess I'm in as good a position as I can be. There's no delay. Cool. What's up, Lexor?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a few more runs here. You know, it is kind of I got to stream late today. Just because I was like hungover and tired this morning, so that's kind of why I'm sounding more like monotone and chill. But we'll see if we can't get another good pace going. You know, I'll give myself. I'm like an hour and 20 minutes into stream right now. I'll give myself to like the 2-hour mark. And if I can't get like a run going, you know, if things just are degrading, you know, to that point, then I'll probably call it. But give myself at least some more attempts. So let's see what happens. But yeah, that was a fun run. I'm glad we at least did that one run today. Very close to world record. Very quite a heart throb. What's the word? Nail biter, that's the word. I almost said heart throbber of a run. It was a nail biter, so that was cool. It made me feel something. That's my measure of a run being good or bad, is if it makes me feel anything. Excuse me. Yeah, butt clencher. There you go. Yo, Jadio, thanks for the redemption, and thanks for watching as much as you have. It means a lot to me. LOL. Where's my water? There it is. I'm glad to hear that, Batmoro. There's a guy on YouTube who's modding Enter the Dragonflight and fix, but yeah, I've heard about that. They're like doing like, I don't know who that guy, I don't know their username or anything, but yeah, I've heard about that. That's pretty cool. Am I a regular taco or taco salad kind of like? Out here in Missouri, they have really good taco salads, actually. It's like it's a regional favorite. But no, normally I just eat normal tacos. Mr. FO1, yeah, that name sounds familiar. Well, good lucks to him. What's up, Dragonbird? Thank you for the good luck. Slow on that pause. Alrighty. Do. It's crazy that you know, to get a 36, you need like a really good run, like, but it doesn't have to be like literally perfect, but it has to be like as reasonably perfect as like a human can hope to achieve. I like that, you know. It's like, it's just a really good, it just happens to be a really good benchmark time for me right now. I remember the 120 grind was like that. It was like, this is like, you know, like to get a time like that, it's like, you know, it's right there at the ceiling of what humans are capable of, you know? Like with a really good run. It seems silly that, like, you know, it's just such an arbitrary time, you know, to hit a minute barrier like that. Sub 37 or sub 121. But, I mean, it's crazy how far that goes towards motivating someone in my position. Like, it's just a funny number, but it's all I need to keep going sometimes. What's up, Kin? Thanks for the good luck. Of course, I need this cute chat as well, just as much as I need a number to be funny. Ah, come on, dude. So close. Just too hasty with it. But yeah, welcome, Tetsu. Hope you're doing well today. And Christian, thank you for the good luck as well. Like I said, so I've been going for almost an hour and a half. I'll keep resetting like this until the 2-hour mark. And if I don't get a run going by then I'll go offline, I think. I'm not from Missouri, but my mom's family is from Missouri, so we'd come out here for the summers ever since I was a kid. We have a place out here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Beautiful place, especially during the summer. But I'm from California originally, and I currently live in Virginia with Sarah. So yeah, we're heading back to Virginia on Saturday. Why are Norks fighting each other in Peacekeepers? Is there a rebellion in Nasty's military? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's deep lore implications for sure. Is this game generally considered the hardest of the three? No, in fact, this game I would say is generally considered the easiest of the three. But, you know, at like the meta, you know, tippy top level of speedrunning, you know, any of these three games are extremely difficult and require something approaching perfection. So this game is pretty hard at my level. This game is very hard, yes. Compared to the other two games, though, and especially just more generally speaking, not speaking about like the meta, is that it's this game is generally considered just easier. It's easier to pick up, easier to learn, not as long as the other two games, simpler mechanics, less things to, you know, go wrong or soft lock you or bullshit. Less proxies and crazy tricks and whatnot. I don't know who Vati is, but yeah. The micro movements are so precise. Yeah, that's true. I definitely agree with that. This game has a lot of interesting micro movements. But, you know, that's not to say that Spyro 2 and 3 don't have that either. So yeah, you know, any of these three games at the top level are very difficult. Is it wild that I visit Missouri? Is that really a wild concept? Would I say this is the most optimized out of the three? I don't know. It really depends on the category that you're talking about as well at that point. If you're talking about amongst the 100% categories, like just talking about 120%, 100%, and 117%, I would venture to say that 120% is the most optimized run out of them all. Like just optimized world record run. But, you know, it's hard for me to say that definitively because I'm not like at that level in the other two games. So, you know, I would need probably some validation from Vonnie or Blunt Bows before I like really said that as a fact, you know. 3, 2, 1, go. But like take for example Spyro 3 Any %. I think a lot of people would argue that Spyro 3 Any % is probably the most optimized main Spyro category.
Okay, rolling.
Just because of the amount of work that Jeremy has put into it over the years. I think it's the longest standing main category world record as well. Someone can feel free to correct me on that. At this point, Blunt Bows' Spyro 2 100% record is getting pretty old as well, a couple years. But Jeremy's has got to be like 3 or 4 years old at this point. I don't even know. Someone check speedrun.com. Jeremy's Spyro 3 Any % record. Stream late tonight, Deo. Yeah, no, I just started late today, so I don't plan on going super duper late tonight. Would I like to get to a higher level of speedrunning Spyro 2 at some point? Yeah. Sure. It's not really the type of thing you can just wave a wand and have happen. It takes a lot of, you know, just slow grinding and years of effort to really get there. So it's nothing I'm in a hurry to do or anything. Yeah, one day I'd like to be able to say that I'm like a top level player in all three 100% categories. One day, in the very distant future. I would say right now I'm like an expert in all 300% categories, but not like at the top level in Spyro 2 or 3 yet. You know how like in Elder Scrolls there's like novice, apprentice, journeyman, then expert, then master? Like, I want to get to master level. Right now, I'm like still at expert. Like, I'm like just barely scratching expert level in those games right now. Barely. Like, arguably, you know. Why don't I put the controller on screen? I'm just lazy. I do have like a controller input display thing, but I don't think you realize how difficult it is to capture controller inputs if you're playing on console. You have to like have like a spliced controller extension cable. You need it to be plugged into an Arduino that has custom firmware. That needs to be plugged into a computer. Then that needs to be refreshed and opened in its own program. Then that needs to be captured in OBS. So it's not really like the easiest thing to set up. Compared to just like if you play on emulator, you can just capture your inputs a lot easier. So yeah, it's just kind of a pain in the ass, which is why I haven't been doing it as much. I used to do that though. And maybe if I feel like it again, once I get back to Virginia, I'll try to get it set up again. Did I ever watch Chris LBC? He was the first one that you watched. Yeah, of course I watched Chris. Me and Chris are pretty good friends, I'd say. Yeah, Chris was one of the first Spyro speedrunners that, like, first actual streamers that I watched as well back in, like, 2014. When I was really getting into this game. You know, that period between 2014 and, you know, 2016 was a real dominant era. Even, you know, going into, like, 2018 was a real dominant era. Those, like, 4 years for Chris. He was pretty much the master of this game back then. Missed a few gems, but still a good pace. Are there advantages to running on console, or do I just like it? Yes to both questions. I like playing on like an actual original hardware, like, you know, PS2 on an old, you know, CRT tube television. That's definitely my preferred way of playing, just aesthetically and like vibe-wise. But also, it happens to be one of the fastest platforms playing on PS2, just for load times. Thanks for the good luck, T-Ravage. The noob tube television. I am currently playing on like a 29-inch, 27-inch Sony Trinitron. That has a component input. Back in Virginia, I have like a 32-inch, I think, JVC with like the curved screen that also has component input. And then, oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I got fucked. Did you see how the camera got wonky there? I actually jumped so late there that Spyro lost height off the edge, which can happen sometimes there. It's just unlucky. Some edges are more like that than others. And yeah, back in California, I have like I think like a 20-inch, like a smaller Trinitron. That one's my favorite. Like just the normal consumer size, like 20-inch Trinitron. I don't like super duper small CRTs, but like PVMs are usually really small. I like some like size. Maybe it's just because I'm nearsighted. I have to wear glasses, but I just like sitting right up to like a big ass buzzing screen. So with me, I usually like the bigger fucking redonkulous TVs that take like 3 people to move and shit. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Michael. Dirk boy. Is PS2 90K the way to go? In Spyro, it doesn't matter. You can play on a 90K. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what model PS2 you use. Some people will try to tell you that like you should use like, you know, like a PS2 Slim, like a 77K or something. But it's like, it's all just anecdotal evidence, like how reliable one. It's more a question of reliability than it is a question of actual optimalness. Like as long as your PS2 has like a decent working laser and optical drive, you know, then you're good. There's no real significant difference between the model numbers, despite the PS1 drivers being slightly different. Like in a 90K, for example. Doesn't really make a difference in this game. You looked up a Sony PVM, dude. How expensive is it to get a PVM, a big PVM? They also make something called BVMs, which are like even more fancy. Those fucking shits are like thousands of dollars just to buy one that's like used and beat up and shit. Yeah, if you have a 90K, that's cool. I mean, 90Ks are cool. They got like the shiny like part on them. They're like special, like, you know, kind of like a limited run version of the PS2. Like if it's one of those consoles where it's like, it's cool because like if you know, then you know type of thing. Like you see someone with a 90K and you're like, whoa, hey, that's a 90K, and it's like, yeah, you can tell by the shininess on top. So it's like kind of one of those. It makes you feel like a cool guy having one. I guess, I don't know. And I know for some games it is better, actually. Just not with this. It doesn't matter. It still made millions. Okay, well, pardon me. You think I'm trying to gaslight you guys into buying a suboptimal console, Killjay? Yeah, guys, I think you should all run on PS1, I think. That would probably be better. I think you guys should run on emulator and like really increase the input lag. It'll make your runs better, I promise. Yeah, use a Mad Catz controller, and then maybe you'll get up to my level. Thanks for the good luck, Flaming Salamander. Damn, a PVM going for $3,000 on eBay. Jesus. Yeah, no, the fucking PVM market is ridiculous. It's no use. And here's the thing too, is like from my perspective, it's like even as someone who like professionally uses a fucking CRT to play a retro game on, like this is just as good as a fucking PVM, honestly. I know I'm gonna upset all of the fucking BNC, you know, connector purists out there, but this is just as good, dude. Like a CRT with component or SCART, you know, is gonna be just as, is gonna be pretty much as good looking as a P. Yeah, it gets to be like a diminishing returns thing at a certain point. You're just paying thousands of extra dollars, you know, for A, more hassle to get everything all plugged in and working correctly, and B, like for something that looks just as good as what I have, you know, basically, okay, and is a lot smaller generally as well. So that's like my honest opinion. For me, that's like my opinion about why I don't really care about getting a PVM. Chris has a PVM. We were talking about Chris LBC earlier. He has a PVM. They're cool. I mean, they're cool. Like little, they're like a cool novelty to me, like a PVM. Which, by the way, to those who don't know, PVMs are like the security cameras that they used to have like in hospitals and in like, you know, like big, you know, corporate buildings in the security office. You know, they have all those tiny TVs that have the CCTV footage on them. Those are like rectangular CRT modules, and those are called PVMs, to those who don't know. PVMs and BVMs. So everyone that you see online, it's not even meant to be like a consumer product. They're just like big rectangles that have like weird ass connectors on the back and shit. They have like modules that you can like take in and out of them. In fact, I've been following a Twitter page where someone like custom like modifies PVM modules so that you can like literally slide in like a PS2 to the back of the TV, or like a Wii, you know, like, or something like that. And that's cool. If you're like into like modding like that, then having a PVM that just like has every console, like, you know, with an EverDrive, like literally the hardware like built into it, like that's fucking badass. That is definitely something you can't do with a consumer TV, consumer CRT. Yeah, the BNC connectors for a 240p, yeah, 254i output game. You know, we really need that. It's not like I can't already see every single pixel or anything. Yeah, but PVM stands for Professional Video Monitor. So they're not the same as, like, you know, normal CRTs. My goal time in the Spyro speedrun would have to be sub 37 minutes. As you can tell by the message above you, my world record is a 37:03. So yeah, anytime that's 36, 5x, 36, 36:59 even, would be pretty cool. What's up, Mateo? You love Spyro, tried speedrunning, but it's crazy hard. How do you learn the tricks required? Well, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can learn tricks. A great starting point is to check out some videos, like, for example, watch some runs from not just myself, but other runners on the leaderboards. Check out what they're doing, and especially if they have input displays, you can, like, slow down the footage and, you know, take it level by level and try learning each technique. Also, if you're confused about some of the general techniques in this game, I have a video called three hidden strats every Spyro player should know. If someone wants to link that in the chat, feel free. I think I have a command for that. ! 3 hidden strats. So those are good starting points right there. Another idea is that I also offer lessons. So if you want, you can DM me, and for $40, I'll sit down with you in a Discord call for an hour and a half, and we can screen share, and I can tell you exactly what you need to do in your specific situation. We can talk about your setup. We can talk about what tricks or what category you want to learn, all that sort of stuff. Give you specific goals if you would like that. Or if you don't feel like spending money, you can join the Spyro Speedrunning Discord and start asking around there about ways to get started and things to do. But generally, people are going to tell you to bring up a run or multiple runs and copy what they do, and which is made all the easier if they use, like, an input display. So those are just some ideas for how you can get started. Also, here's another idea, is if you're brand new to speedrunning, you know, just try doing it yourself. Just try coming up with your own playthrough, your own speedrun route through the game. And do what we call a blind speedrun, and just turn on the timer and just do a shitty playthrough of the game and see how you do. Get a baseline, you know, for where you're starting at, and see if you can record yourself doing that and submit that as, like, your first run. That's also a really great starting point. So you can see there's a lot of different approaches that you can take, and none of them are right or wrong. You have all the options and resources in the world. Remember that. Let's see if we can get this jump here. This man did lower it by 15 seconds and thought not good enough. No, I mean, I don't think, like, about my current record or any person, I don't think it's not good enough. I remember feeling this way, like, it's kind of a weird feeling because that's how you do feel for a long time in speedrunning. You feel like, oh, my PB's not good enough. Like, I need a better PB. But once you have, like, record and, like, by a wide margin, I remember feeling this when I had, like, a low 121 and 120%. It started to feel like, wow, you know, like, I could step away from this now and still feel pretty proud of the time I have. But I'm so close to the minute barrier now that I have to keep going. So it's less about the record that I have not being good enough and more about me just shooting higher, if that makes sense. Shooting for the next goal. I know you could kind of construe that to be a long way of saying not good enough, but I think my current record is good enough, is my point. Like, it's like, if I wanted to stop, like, I wouldn't be embarrassed about that. I just want to keep grinding for the 36. I hope that makes sense, that outlook. What's up, Resident Evil? How's everything? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I saw Mateo asked another question earlier. I'll look at that in a sec. Yeah, please bear in mind that if you have questions about, like, specific speedrunning stuff, like, you're gonna have a much easier time asking the Spyro Speedrunning Discord, stuff like that. Because I'm like trying to, you know, play right now, so I can't really give you all my attention in that way. Even though I want to help, you know, I can't. Yeah, like how do people find out about glitches? A lot of time it's accidental. Other times people are like looking for strategies. You know, this game does not have very many glitches, and most of the glitches that do exist in this game are not relevant to speedrunning. So I would venture so far as to say that these speedruns are glitchless, in fact. Now, whether you agree with that or not is yours to decide, but that's just how I feel. I don't think going through the wall in Metalhead is a glitch. I think for something to be a glitch, it has to be a bug within the game's code, which there is no bug that occurs to allow you to go out of bounds. Now, oh, damn it. Now something like, I'm surprised that jump didn't work. That seemed really close. Something like Zombie in this game, where you take damage without sparks, but then interrupt it by touching a dragon. That puts the game into a state that it's not intended to within the code. Okay, so it's a bug within the code, and that's what makes Zombie a glitch. Do you see the distinction? That just because you exploit the game's mechanics, that's not the same thing as a glitch. 3, 2, 1, go. But that's, like I said, that's just my opinion, you know? Like, if you want to define a glitch differently than as anything that's unintended according to you or anything, you know, some people prefer to look at it like that.
Oh,
So I'm not telling you how to define it. I just tell you what I define it as. You did not distract me. What's up, Megan? Welcome, welcome. And Mavrosi, hope you're doing well. Yeah, don't ever think that just because I'm talking to you that means it's like your fault if I play badly. That's not how that works. That's my decision to make, not yours, you know what I mean? Yeah, that bonk was a glitch for sure. Are glitches and bugs the same thing? I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna say sure to that. In the context of what we're saying, I'm gonna say yes. There might be a more nuanced distinction in the realm of programming, but to me, for the sake of what we're talking about in terms of like what counts as a glitch in game and not, the term glitch and bug within the code, you know, those two terms are like synonymous. For the sake of what I'm saying. There might be a further distinction there if you're like an actual programmer, but for the sake of what we're talking about there, yeah, it's basically the same thing. Do you have a favorite level in a specific any % route? Do you find Misty Bog most fascinating? You know, I don't have a specific favorite level, but I do like Magic Crafters. I like, you know, Wizard Peak for all the supercharging. I like Jock for the high pressure execution. I like, what else? I like Metalhead, you know, when things go well in that level, especially as you start to really adjust for gem counts and really be playing with an active mindset. I like all of those levels for those reasons, but I really don't play favorites much. What's up, Big Bird? Yeah, Jock is really you know, in the same way that Jock is like kind of a cool level for that, it's also fucking fucked up for that and awful for that reason, so... It's just how you look at it, you know. For the same reason I love it, it's the same reason I hate it, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really play favorites at the levels or anything. What level don't I like? I don't know. My least favorite level in the game to play is probably Nork Cove. And that's because in 120% it's just annoying. But, like, even then, it's still, like, when that level goes well, it's pretty fucking satisfying. Lofty Castle can be pretty annoying as well, you know, when things don't go your way if you're doing tough strats. But we don't play either of those levels in this run. And I want to reiterate, for those same reasons that, you know, I might dislike those levels, that's also, like, you could like them for that reason, that they're, like, intricate and difficult and high pressure, you know, so... I don't play favorites with the levels in this game. They're all equally good in my mind. There's really no standout level to me like, oh god, the game would be so much better if this one level didn't exist. And conversely, there's no one level that's like, oh, this level is so good, I wish every other level was exactly like this one. I don't feel that way about any particular level. You heard someone say a glitch is a distortion in the RAM. The game's temporary code. Yeah. While bugs are intended things that are a part of the game. That sounds like a pretty good distinction. That sounds like a good way to define it. I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah, either way, you know, things that that a lot of people interpret as glitches, like for example, proxies, you know, mama proxy or going out of bounds and stuff, you know, there's nothing incorrect happening in the game's RAM, you know, if we want to talk about RAM or the actual code of the game. The game is operating as it was designed. There's nothing incorrect happening in the game. Like if a developer like doesn't put collision somewhere, that doesn't make it a glitch if you like go through a texture that doesn't have collision, in my mind. Which happens in Alpine Ridge, for example. But yeah, I mean, all that to say that, you know, there's different like levels of scrutiny you can have to what a glitch is, and so a lot of times glitchless speedruns are like a pretty tough thing to define. So it ends up being like kind of this arbitrary community-defined thing. And again, in Spyro, you know, in Spyro it's hard to define a glitch. I mean, it's just most things that you might call glitchy aren't really glitches. You know, they aren't really bugs in the code or fuck-ups in the fucking RAM or whatever. So there aren't really any glitchless categories for these games as a result of that. And as a final note, I also just want to say on this topic that you can't say what is intended and what's not intended either, because you weren't the developer that made it. And I'm going to venture so far as to say this, even if you were to ask a dev if something was intended or not, yeah, you can only infer whether something's intended or not, which sometimes it's more obvious than others. So I don't think it's a good metric to go by, you know, whether someone intended something or not. Like, was I intended to jump around that? Like, that was pretty easy to me, you know, but someone might argue, oh, that's not intended, so that's a glitch, like, question mark, you know, like, it's like, so it gets really, like, muddy really quickly. I hope you guys can see. Or this, like, okay, but, like, are the mechanics, like, operating in an unintended way? Probably. But does that make them a glitch? No. And does that mean that you should, like, ban them from speedrunning? No. But, I mean, there would be casual players that might argue that. So they might say, okay, well, now do it without... Okay, we're going to not call those glitches, but we're going to say play the game the intended way. Well, then what's the intended way? I mean, that's just as arbitrary as well. So there's really no winning, is my point with this discussion. There's no correct answer to any of this stuff. And that's why a glitchless category doesn't exist in the Spyro games. My mamas are clean today, thank you. Was the gem dupe ruled out in Spyro 3 117? Not officially yet, but unofficially, yes, it has been. Unofficially, your run would probably get rejected if you submitted it with a significant, with the Sunny Villa gem dupe specifically, and skipped gems elsewhere. If you did that, then you would, and got a PB and submitted it to the leaderboards, it would probably get rejected, despite it not being an official rule yet, which is just so stupid for how many months this has been a thing now. It's like, just fucking make a ruling. I don't know, maybe they have updated the leaderboards, and I don't know. If someone wants to check the 117% rules, feel free. But as far as I know, there still hasn't been like an official like rule change yet. It's unofficial. It's basically like, this will happen if you do this, but there's no official ruling. So it's like, okay. It's 360, by the way. You're trying to find the fastest way to open the dev menu to warp to the end. I think what you're referring to is the Spyro Reignited Any % run that goes to a developer balloonist. Am I on the right track with what the comparison you're making? But yeah, just to reiterate again, like if any of you guys like disagree with what I think a glitch is, or whether this run is glitchless or not, or whether something is intended or not, if you disagree, that is totally okay. That is like your prerogative. I'm not here to even try to argue with that or to try to get to the bottom of it. There's no, like, you can't get to the bottom of a discussion like this, is my point. And that's okay. That is A-okay with me. Not everything needs to be so rigid in this world, you know? Light levels are my favorite because they're a breather. I mean, you don't know what I like and what I don't like, for starters. You don't know me. Secondly, yeah, I do agree to some extent. Flight levels are a breather, but like, take for example this part right here. Like, this is some pretty tight maneuvering I have to not fuck up. So it's like, on one hand, flight levels are a nice breather, but on the other hand, like, if you fuck up at all, it's like, it hurts, it stings extra hard, you know? So, I mean, they're not like that much of a breather. It's not like they're an auto scroller or anything. But yeah, I mean, what you're saying does have some merit, for sure. Is Spyro 2 double jump a glitch? I don't think so. I personally don't think it's a glitch. Just my opinion. I don't think going out of bounds is a glitch. I don't think double jump is a glitch. It has to be a bug in the game's code or RAM for it to be a glitch, in my book. I have a very strict definition in that way. Swim in water. I think what you mean to say is swim in air. I'm going to say no to that. And the reason why is because, first of all, again, it's not a corruption of the game's code or RAM. And secondly, you know, if a developer puts like a water source somewhere that's not contained by walls, like that's not a corruption of the game. That's just an oversight by the developer. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if the game world allows you to do things like that, then that doesn't mean they're automatic. Do things that are unintended, we'll say. That doesn't mean that they're automatically glitches. Like, going out of bounds doesn't automatically, like, mean that you are performing a glitch. In my book. In your book, it might be different, okay? I want to just keep giving this disclaimer over and over because I'm not trying to argue with you guys. Like, if you want to argue the other side of that, where it's like, well, it's not intended, so it should be called a glitch. Like, okay, that's fine. You know? There's no argument to be had here. I just want to reiterate that for like the millionth time. Strawberry, thank you for the tier 1 for 30 months. I love you. 30 months of love. I love you, Strawberry. I can't wait to cuddle with you after runs. Duping missions in San Andreas is a glitch because you're literally doing a trick called on mission 0 glitch, where you change a binary value from 1 to 0 in a way that like isn't supposed to happen. It's a corruption of the game's code. It's allowed by the code, but it's a bug, you know, because it's not supposed to be like there isn't supposed to be a game state where you have on mission 0 while on a mission. So it's a it's literally called on mission 0 glitch. Yo, Aunt Jan, thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate that. For the 3 months of sub. I love you, Jan. I hope you're having a great day. I hope my stream is keeping you entertained to some degree. Hope you're enjoying that Michelob Ultra upstairs. And yeah, I love you. And you too, Marie, if you're listening as well. I love both of you very much. Chillest aunties ever. But yeah, no, but I hear what you're saying about the on mission 0 glitch, that it's like, oh, well, I mean, you know, because you can do it, that therefore it's not a glitch, you know. It's not technically a corruption, you know, it's just, you're just setting a binary value, you know, where it arguably isn't supposed to be, which, you know, if you're going to argue about developer intention, you know, we want to stay away from, like, I get that. And I'll say this, like, if you want to really, like, pull hairs about it, you can define that as not a glitch if you really want. I define that personally as a glitch. It gets to be arbitrary at a certain point, like, you know what I mean? That's like my whole point of what I'm trying to say here. Is like there's no correct answer here. Oh shit, I missed a yellow there. That's not good. I hope that we can all like agree. Oh no, dude. Well, that run sucks. Yeah, exactly, Jord. Jord hits the nail on the head because it's so arbitrary, it has to just be a community-defined thing. Whatever, if you're going to do a glitchless run of a game, you know, there needs to be an agreed-upon arbitrary rule set for what that means. Which usually just boils down to you are allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. You know, whether it actually is technically a glitch or not, you know, that's always going to be up for debate. And that's okay. You know, it's okay for things not, like I said, to be not so clearly defined like that all the time. If a community can like agree on something and roll with it, then sometimes that's all you need. Yeah, you are the real anti-Jan. True. Does touching a dragon interrupt the cycles? It does pause them momentarily, yes. It pauses the game world around you for a moment. No, Mateo, that's not... I'm going to say this... I'm going to restart the run right now. I'm going to say this really clearly one more time. If I'm talking to you or talking about something that you brought up and then my run dies, that's not your fault. That's my fault because I'm interacting and just entertaining myself while speedrunning a game. It's not your fault. I want to make this super clear. You do not have the power to end my runs or whatever. If I really was so serious about my runs not getting... I wouldn't be streaming if I was that serious about that. You guys will never... I find it like literally... I don't mean to get like, you know, butthurt about it, but like... I find it kind of like a little rude that you guys would try to take like take credit for my runs. You can't. It's always my fault if I kill a run. Just because I'm talking to you, that doesn't mean it's your fault. I want to make that super clear. And thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I genuinely, this is my outlook on the whole thing, is I just genuinely enjoy talking to you guys and going through my runs this way, even if it does result in me like maybe getting a little distracted of my own accord and messing up a run. To me, this is a more fun way to speedrun than to just sit here, you know, close all the chat, no stream, offline runs, and play that way. I'd rather lose runs getting heated talking about glitches with you guys. And it's never your fault. Just to reiterate, I'd rather do it this way. I know that might sound crazy. It might sound crazy, but that's just how I like to do it, you know? So please, respect that this is my process and my thing here, you know? It's not your, you know, doing. And hopefully that's like a breath of fresh air, because it's like no matter what you say to me, like, you know, it's not your fault, you know, it's all good. So I hope that's super clear now. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm probably going to be done doing runs after a while. I did hit the 2-hour mark, and I said once I hit the 2-hour mark, I'd probably go offline soon. So I'll give it 1 or 2 more attempts, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, to me, it's like, I know you guys don't intend it this way, but it does feel like almost insulting that you guys think that you're the ones causing me to play well or bad. Not the case. It's all me. If I get pissed at someone in the chat, that's on me. That's a golden rule about being a streamer. It's that even if someone's trolling or whatever, like, if I get mad or I get distracted, that's on me. That's never your fault as a viewer. I want you guys to know that, like, sincerely. That I love each and every one of you guys. That's part of the reason why I can really, I think, definitively say that I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. Whether you guys are a good vibe in my chat, or you're being annoying or trolling or whatever, you get banned, I still appreciate every single one of you guys, you know, like, because you guys make this whole hobby, like, interesting and fun for me. Wow, I missed all of those. So don't ever feel like you are the reason my runs are going badly. It upsets me to see that people think that way. But yeah, I love you guys. Do I intend to take Sparks damage and then heal up at certain points? There is one point in the run. There's a couple of examples where I do that, where I take intentional damage from Sparks. One example is on firework chests. Generally, I'll try to charge into firework chests, because when you flame them, they take a few seconds to sizzle and then explode, versus if you just charge into them. So those are usually intentional damage abuses. Also, in Beastmaker's homeworld, I intentionally jump in the lava in order to have invincibility, so I can charge into multiple firework chests and only take 1 damage. Those are pretty much the only... I'm not sure if I might be missing anything, but those are generally the only examples of intentional damage abuse in this run. I don't think there's anything in Artisans or Peacekeepers or anything that is intended. Pretty much any other damage that I take is unintentional. Mostly with the exception of firework chests. What about the spawn? I mean, I just said that. Yeah, there's like some lava in Beastmakers where and it's in the spirit. It's like there's firework chests right there, so I'm lumping that in. But yes, I jump in the lava in the Beastmaker's homeworld, because that allows me to charge through 2 firework chests and only take 1 damage, as opposed to charging 2 firework chests and taking 2 damages otherwise. Yes. No, it's okay, Megan. Don't worry. I'm here to keep it clear. Ari Katown, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. Hey, you guys are all good. Don't worry. There's no damage boost in Wizard Peak? I don't... Let me think my way through that level real quick. I don't think so, no. There's death abuses. Death abuses and damage abuses are 2 different things. A death abuse is like literally like in Wizard Peak, after we kill the thief there, we jump off the edge to respawn at the top of the supercharge ramp. That's called a death abuse. All right, that's or a death warp, you could call it. What I'm talking about is taking a hit of Sparks damage, which is, you know, different. 3, 2, 1, go. Does the mama slap in? Oh, yeah, that's a good example, Wireless. They're not mamas, but yeah, the big metal guys in Dreamweavers, we do a damage boost off of them. There are some tricks in this game that you'll see it more in Vortex than in any percent, but yeah, that's an example of what we call a damage boost, which is a form of damage abuse. you jump as they smack you, and you kind of like get extra height in the air doing it that way. There's also other damage boosts by like charging against like walls, bonking, and then getting hit by an enemy. You see a lot of that in my latest video. I do stuff like that. Use a soundboard to answer often asked questions. No thanks. I'm sorry if I sound like I don't mean to sound like irritated or anything. You guys are good. Yeah, sometimes I take emotional damage on my runs. True. That's a form of damage abuse. The soup mamas and peacekeepers. I mean, oh no, my controller got stuck there. That sucked. They first of all, they don't damage you. Second of all, the slap there in Vortex they use that, but in any percent, we just proxy off of the mama's body. So there's no, we're not even taking a slap from her, and even if she did slap us, we're not technically taking damage from that. I guess you could call that a damage abuse in Vortex. They do that, but not in this category. A proxy is not the same as a damage abuse. 3, 2, 1, go. Am I helping clear this up for you guys at all, or am I just like talking? Does it just sound like I'm talking nonsense here? I feel like people are just getting confused, you know, trying to figure out what a damage abuse is. So. Hopefully I'm explaining this in a clear way. Yeah, my chat's on Stoned Hill right now. That sounds accurate. Yeah, wireless. That would be a damage boost. Getting close to dinner time. Oh shit, I should probably go offline as well. I think this will be like my last attempt or two. Hopefully if I can get a run out of Mama Proxy. I'll probably wrap things up soon. Dude, Raw, I'm so glad you asked that. Yes, there is an entire dictionary of Spyro 1 speedrunning terminology that I literally stayed up till 5 a.m. making the other night. However, I don't have a link to it right now, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end this run right now, just so I can add that to the fucking chat. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this run's not going anywhere. I'm going literally on Discord. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make that shit. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna literally make a terminology. Since we're talking about shit like that, I'm gonna make a Google Doc. Or what is it? Google Sheets. I'm gonna make a private Google Sheet. I'm gonna copy over everything from the Discord there, so that way you guys can't edit it. And then I'll be able to, anytime there's like a question about a specific term, like, oh, what's a flame charge jump or something? What's a charge glide? What's a damage boost? What's a fucking damage or death abuse? Which I should probably add those terms to the thing. But let me see if that shit is anywhere. I should probably just do this offline, I think. I think I'm done doing runs today, everybody. I got that one really good run earlier. Everything's just kind of going downhill right now as far as my gameplay goes. That's okay. Oh my god, dude. I don't think anyone pinned that shit, did they? Oh no, yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay, let me bring up the tech Bible here. Make a copy. I'm adding this right now before I go offline because I don't want to deal with this. Save to drive. General access. Anyone with the link can view, but they cannot edit. Okay. Copy link. Done. think this should work here. By the way, I don't know if I shouted this out earlier, but thank you, Tia, for the $5. She says, Logan Paul's drink hit my country a couple months ago at $14 a bottle. Now supermarkets can't get rid of them for $1 each. I guess Logan Paul is not popular in your country. Why does that not surprise me? Thank you, Tia. Okay, let me add this command here. So. Let's see if that works with Nightbot. Yeah, there we go. That works with Nightbot. Now I have to add comm for BotRex. I'll do that on the YouTube chat over here. Yeah, thanks again, Tia. Legend. Did that work? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, so there's a spreadsheet right there. Guys, can someone click on that spreadsheet and let me know if you guys can see it and edit it? You guys should be able to see it but not edit it, correct? Correct? Okay, cool. Sweet. So yeah, so there's a tech, but I don't even think that like death abusing and damage abusing is on there. But there's a lot of other really interesting terms as well. I should probably add those things. But yeah. Anyways, I hope that's helpful to you guys out there. And yeah, since dinner is happening soon, I should probably go offline, right? That probably makes sense. True, thank you for the tier 1. They said for 7 months. Says 7 months of supporting a beautiful shirtless man. Love being around. Love having you around, True. I'm going to find someone to rate at this point. Thanks everyone for being here and hanging out today. We got a really good run to start the day today, so hopefully we can do something similar tomorrow. I did basically just reset for like another hour, but hey. Like, you can't say I didn't try. I put in my hours today, so. I'm going to find someone to raid here. Let's see who's online. And see you later, YouTube chat. Let's see, Ancho will be playing Vortex. Bonnie playing Crash Run. I guess I'll raid Bonnie. Do I use an emulator? No, I use a PlayStation 2. Here's my setup in the chat. You were only here to argue? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Alright guys, I will see you when I see you. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go eat some salmon. Peace out.